Hey guys, today and for the next few days I'll be working on a 7-piece set for one of my friends. Now what he asked me for is to make a painting for every color of the chakras. So what I'm going to be doing, now maybe you're thinking a 7-piece set, that's going to be freaking huge, but it's not going to be that bad. I'm going to be using 10 by 20 for 6 of them, and for the centerpiece, which is the heart chakra, which will be the green color, I'm going to be using a 12 by 24. And I'll be painting the sides of every canvas. Now, these are the paints just to give you an idea of what I'm going to be using. Now, I have to say I've tried this project before using only the Liquitex and the Artist Loft, and it did not work out for me. I didn't like how the painting changed in time, and I ended up just scrapping them. So I had made 3 of the colors that I washed off. So I have 3 canvases that I'm going to be using that are used and washed off, and the other 4 are brand new. So I'm going to be using these colors here. Now this is just to give you an idea because I'm going to be creating my mixes as I go, maybe adding a bit of this, a bit of that to get the colors that I want. I'm going to try and make 2 tones of every color, and I'm going to be putting white and black in every painting. I also have some metallics here. I'm going to try and add some metallics in every painting. So, I really hope this works out. I hope you guys enjoy this new project with me. And I just want to show you, I got my t-shirt, Be Strong and Back Away. You guys can check out the link in the description if you're interested in purchasing one of these super cool t-shirts. There's tees also, long sleeves and hoodies. So yeah. Be strong and back away. So let me just prep my paints, and I'm going to start this thing, alright? So before I start, I just want to say, I forgot to mention before, the white I'm using Artist Loft on its own. For the black, I'm using Artist Loft and Mars Black from Liquitex Basics, like I've been doing for a while, half and half of each. Now the way I prepared my red is I'm using the metallics on its own. This one I've mixed both Liquitex and Americana Primary Red together, and I've added a little bit of black. And for this one, it's just the Americana on its own. Now every single color of paint has a little bit of pouring medium added to it. I'm looking for my bottle. Okay, has a little bit of pouring medium added to it, and then diluted with water, and that is it. So here I go for painting number 1. Alright guys, so I'm just going to be putting my finger through a little bit. That's it. Alright, so I'm going to leave the camera on, and I'll be back later, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot to add the metallics color. So you know what I'm going to do? Yeah. I'm just going to add a little bit here, a little bit here. I'm doing a re-pour. There we go. So I have some more black and I have a little bit of metallics in there. So I'm back. This is about 30 minutes later. There's much more white than I usually get, but I'm still really liking it. And let's check out some details here, quick. You can really see the metallics in there. And there's some over here too. So cool. Alright guys, so I'm on to the next painting. Alright guys, so for the indigo, I'm using the metallics blue on its own here. I'm using ultra deep blue that I've put on its own in this cup here. And for this one, I'm using a mix of these two colors, and I've added a little bit of black into it. Now when I say I add black, it's my pre-mixed Artist Loft and Mars Black from Liquitex. That's what I've been adding into my color. So here I go. Alright guys, so here I go. Now before I put my finger through here and here, and it kind of separated weird, so I'm just going to go through the middle, just to be sure. Yeah, you see how it goes linear there? It's kind of cool though. I think I'm just going to leave this one like that. Yep. Alright guys, my sunlight is kind of seeping in here. I'm going to let this change and come back a bit later. But the sunlight might come into it within the next few minutes. Alright guys. So sorry about the sunlight there. I knew that was going to happen. I'm back. This is about 35 to 40 minutes later. I'm really liking how I'm getting a white base here. I think I'm going to use that throughout the whole set. Yep, this is pretty cool. Alright guys, so off to the next painting. So for the yellow, I'm going for more earthy tones. I'm using buttermilk here and the Liquitex yellow. Now they do look similar, but one of them is a little bit lighter than the other. I've also added a tad of orange into that one. And for the metallics, I'm going for glorious gold. Now I know I said I'd try and work using like a white base for my paintings, but for the yellow, this kind of scares me a bit. It's the hardest color I think I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to use more black so I can get that contrast there. Or else the white and the yellow, they won't really show that much. So I'm going to have to try and use a bit more black here. Alright, so here I go. Alright guys, so I switched places in my art room so that the sunlight wouldn't go onto my painting, and I'm like not super leveled here. I'm going to fix that after. Alright, so here I go. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave the camera on and I will be back. I'll just put this straight here. If you see me in the video, it's because I'm leveling my thing. Alright? So this is about 45 minutes later. Now, although I used a lot of black, well, more than in the other paintings, I think it was kind of too thin and it seeped down in there. But because of that, I still have my white base, the huge blank space there, and I have like these huge cells or cracks or whatever you want to call them. It's kind of cool. I'm liking it. So this is the overall look, and I am off to the next painting. For the green, I'm working on a 12 by 24 canvas. And this color is festive green on its own. In this one, I have just a little bit of the festive green that I had left, and I added, well, this is a brand that I don't really use often, but I had some from a while ago. So I'm putting this green into it, and I added a little bit of black. And for the metallics color, I'm using crystal green. All right, so here I go. Alright guys, so here I go. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to leave the camera on and I will be back. I'm going to try and place this here. This is about 30 minutes later. It's looking kind of cool. I have my white base there, like my other paintings, and a lot of really cool green effects there. It looks like reptile skin. So cool. Alright guys, so this is the overall look. Off to the next painting. Guys, so for the blue, I'm using Calypso blue that I've added a little bit of black to, and this one I've added a little bit of light blue permanent to in this cup here. And for the metallics, I'm using the same one as in the other one, the blue metallics. Alright, so here I go. Alright guys, here I go.
I'm setting up for a Chakra. What?
Alright guys, so I have a feeling this one is going to change a lot. Yeah, I have a feeling it will. Hopefully I'll keep my white there. So I'll leave the camera on and I will be back.
Mom?
Alright guys, so I am loving this. It's about 45 minutes later. A lot is going on, but I still have my blank space there. And I lost some black, but I still like the overall look. Alright, so next painting. For the purple, the metallics, I'm using Purple Pearl that I've used in another video. Here, I'm using Dioxide Purple, which is one of my favorite colors, on its own. And here I had just a teeny leftover of purple paint that I added the rest of my bottle into, and I added this brilliant purple into. So here I go. Alright guys, here I go. Awesome. Alright guys, so I'm leaving this on and I am coming back later. Oh my god, it's not stable. It's stable, but it's a bit crooked, so I might fix it on the way. Alright? So I just cannot lie. At the beginning of the video, I said that I was using Artist Loft on its own, but I had actually forgotten that I had mixed another kind of paint into it. And it's clearly working for me because normally I lose all my white. And today, well, since the beginning of this project, I've been getting white everywhere. Like way more than I would want sometimes. So that is why I re-poured some paint. I blew with this straw. Maybe you guys saw that quick in the video. I tried to get my purple back out there. So I still have my white base. And it's looking kind of cool, especially that area over there. And if you guys want a sneak peek to the other paintings, boom, a couple are over there. So I'm off to the orange painting. The orange and final painting, the metallics color I'm using is copper, although it's more brown, but it doesn't matter. For this one, I'm using Spiced Pumpkin on its own, And then for this one, I tried the spiced pumpkin. I added a bit of black to it. It turned to crap. It really looked like brown, so I added like a crap load of yellow, some red, then some white. I added so much paint into it, and I ended up with this color here, which is like a darkish brownish orange. So I am rolling with that. So here I go. Alright guys, so here I go. You can see that the orange and the black kind of created a little darkish green there. Hope that won't affect the result too much. I'm trying to get that off there. I had way too much. Wow. Alright guys, so I'm gonna leave this on. Holy crap, I find it awesome. And I will be back, you guys. About 45 minutes later. Now I know some of you might have been yelling at your screen when you saw me re-pour over that awesome painting, but it just didn't resemble enough the other painting, so I just had to re-pour to make it the same. And I ended up stopping the camera because it was just taking me so long, and I had more and more ideas. But this is the final result, and it's looking kind of cool. I'm liking the overall look. So stay tuned for the dried results. I'll be setting up all the paintings side by side. Alright, hope you guys like this. Alright guys, so this is the final result. I really hope my friend is gonna like them. Let's go see closer. They dried perfectly. And they're all set in order from head to toe, but from left to right. Probably how he's gonna hang them up. Now Jason, bro, I really hope you like this. Let me know if you want me to redo one. I don't think so though. They pretty much go all together. Hope you guys like this. Bye.